Hello, are we live? Yes, I think we are. Hi, it's Mary. I am hopping on live and kind of excited because I am going to be talking to my very good friend Keely, who, organised as ever, has already joined. So let me see if she will press the request to join the video, and then hopefully we can connect and we can start talking. It's all very exciting. Keely is an independent travel agent, and so I really wanted to chat to her about what's happening now. Here we are. Here we are. View, and let me see if I can connect her. Is this working? There's always this moment. Will it work? Will it not work?
Hi.
Lily! Hi! Oh, my dog has jumped on as well. Hi, Lulu.
Fine outside.
Oh, so lovely to see you. Right.
Funny.
So I've known you now, Keely, for probably like best part of 5 years, probably 4 or 5 years.
Wow, it must be, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Quite a long time. Time really flies. Um, and we work together on Ilu and fitness stuff and social media. And now you set up as an independent travel agent, which is so exciting because I always knew you would do something like this because you have been the queen of travel ever since I've known you. Ever since I've known you, you're like on it for booking holidays, for booking flights, for going all sorts of places and enjoying seeing things. So yeah, so just we're going to have about half an hour to talk about what it is being a travel agent, what you do, but also I think what everybody is wanting to know now is, well, what about lockdown? What about, how, where's that, where's this left us for travel, for holidays, any sort of lessons? Because I think probably, and you'll tell us about it, where we started 10 weeks ago was probably with people in crisis thinking, help,
Yeah.
my booking's been cancelled, I can't get back. I've booked in 3 weeks, but I don't know what's happening. I want to cancel. Can I get out? All of these kind of crisis questions, which are probably turning into lessons to be learned. So lots and lots of things to cover, and kind of, yeah, really interesting. I know that, a lot of things are still uncertain at this point in time. Nobody knows. And I hope, people won't mind if I say it live on here. I don't think the government knows.
No.
Um, so yeah, so shall we start?
Yep.
Dad, tell us about the travel business and what you do. Yes, trying to find these angles is always quite awkward, isn't it?
Just
And
trying to
trying to find the lighting.
hold it, it's better. That's fine. So I joined this business 6 months ago. So I work for myself. I like, as you know, for the last 8, 9 years, really, I've worked from home anyway. So my little boy is now, so he's still got a few more years at school. And I just love the idea of being my own boss, doing the hours that I want to do, working from home. So then I don't miss any of the school concerts, school plays, sports days, things like that. I can be school drop off, school pick up. And this opportunity came in, well, it dropped in my lap really. And the appeal was obviously the holidays and the travel. So the plan was this year, my husband was turning 50, so we were going to go on a few holidays anyway. So I just thought, well, it's a no-brainer. I can earn commission back on the holidays that we're booking. So that's really where it started from. So yeah, that was sort of like November time last year. Obviously, things haven't gone holidays because of the pandemic, but doing the business, I still actively showed up every day. I work every day. I just put in the hours that I want to put in. So we're all classed as independent travel agents, but we all work together as a team. Really get a lot of support online. We all support each other. It's brilliant. I love it. I'm passionate about it, so it doesn't actually feel like work.
I bet. Well, I know you're passionate about it, and I also know that you're incredibly organized and you like to get things planned and you actually really enjoy it. So in terms of what you do, because I didn't know until you started this and I was watching, your social media, what is an independent travel agent? You book flights, you book hotels, you
Yeah.
book.
We do everything really. So we do hotels, flights, packages. We do airport transfers, car parking, lounges. We do everything. So even if you wanted London theatre tickets, if you were going to if you were going to New York and you wanted tickets for the Empire State Building, we can organise those. You know, like if you was doing, I don't know, helicopter ride in Las Vegas or something, we can book all those on so that everything's organised for you. Basically everything from start to finish before you go on your holiday. The insurance, you know, you park your hotel at the airport. If you want the lounge pass, like I said, there's just endless, absolutely endless. There's so much. We've got a massive, massive array of activities to do as well. But also we're partnered with the likes of TUI, Host Seasons, James Villas. We deal with Holiday Extras. We've got quite a few cruise companies. So like the cruise industry, obviously at the moment, but it will bounce back. We've got UK, like your Haven, your Warner Holidays. There's loads. We've got
That's
guys on board all the time.
So yeah, so basically, so you can book holidays. It's as if for anybody wanting to book, it's as if you're walking into a travel agency, but usually a better, more variety, more personalized service, and better cost sometimes. Because a lot of people, I think, and one thing coming out of this pandemic, I think, is that lots of people used to book direct and see if they could book online. And they're finding actually that there are lots of hidden things which have badly affected them that they didn't realize because they were booking maybe piecemeal, a flight there, a hotel there, this.
Yeah,
Maybe we should start actually by talking about, you know, the things that can go wrong and the things to maybe watch out for. Because these, I think, will likely be, when you're thinking about holidays or plans, maybe things on a list that we need to tick off, or that if we go through somebody like yourself, then you can advise on straight away.
yeah. I mean, for instance, there's a friend of mine who booked a holiday. They book it always a year in advance, so she booked it last year, and there's 8 of them going to Turkey on the 24th of June. But they booked it online with a supermarket company online. They don't know whether they're going or not. They can't get through to anybody. They're not getting any answers. She's tried phoning, she's tried emailing, she's tried everything. And the thing is, a lot of people are being sort of forced to pay the final deposit, but still not know whether the holiday is actually going to take place. So I mean, this is an honest example. She's got to pay, I think it's about £7,000 on Wednesday to pay off the holiday because they go in a few weeks' time, but they don't actually know whether they're going or not. And she's trying to ring up, she's trying to send emails, but not getting anywhere. She's not getting any replies. So it's the thing, people want a holiday as cheap as possible and go on the beach.com or whatever it is, holiday supermarket. It's just aware of things like they might have a look and see, oh, it's £350, but is it actually £350? If you really narrow down, it's really important to go to all the levels to check that you're flying in and out the same airport, for instance. Is transfers included? Is luggage included? There's all these little things that people might just initially see £350. Yeah, that's great. We'll go there. But when you actually go into it and change all the search bars and everything, it can end up being £550. It's difficult.
It takes you a long time as well. And then
It,
I think there are, like, if you've booked, direct in that way, you might have been double booked. You might,
yeah.
if something goes wrong, if something like this happens, well, hopefully something like this will not happen, but smaller things could happen. Then
There's
where are you? Who do you get hold of? How do you go? What's
that.
the insurance position?
Yeah, I mean, there's, I can say it, it's not booking.com. I didn't know. I've booked with booking.com quite a few times. They're not ABTA protected.
And what
So
does that mean?
that means that you could book a hotel in wherever, turn up, and they've actually double booked the room. And so then you haven't got a leg to stand on because it's not ABTA protected. So yeah, they offer great prices. They offer pay on arrival. They offer free cancellation and things like that. But it's actually happened to people that I know. They've turned up and it's been double booked. And if the hotel accommodate you, great, but if not, you're stuck.
That's
So
because that could be like a hen do, it could be a wedding party.
yeah, well, this was a girl I know. It was her dad going to a graduation, and his hotel was double booked when he got there. So it's, Abta and Atoll is really, really important. All our suppliers are Abta and Atoll protected. So, I mean, obviously, hopefully this never happens again, but such as like the Thomas Cook, what happened with Thomas Cook, if you book that all separately, people would have problems then because of repatriated. But if you book it as a package and it's ABTA and Atoll protected, they'll repatriate you, they'll bring you back, you will get looked after and it will be sorted out. But if it's not ABTA and Atoll protected, then you're in big trouble of losing your money. And this is what's happening with what's happening now with the company. Some companies are trying to offer refunds, which are going to take a long time. It depends on the supplier. All the suppliers are different, but there's also some companies that are offering credit notes and vouchers. And again, that's something to be aware of. If you're going to accept a credit note or a voucher, you need to make sure that it's got the protection, the financial protection with it. Because if that company goes bust in 8 months' time because of this pandemic, then you're losing your money. So my advice to anybody who's got a holiday looming is to either rebook it for next year or whenever you want to rebook it for, and that rebooking will then be Atoll and ABTA protected through the supplier, or go for a refund. But the only thing is the refunds, it depends on the supplier. They might take a long time to come through, so it depends how long and how much money is involved.
It's tricky, isn't it?
Mm.
How important is it to have someone to be able to talk to about this? Because
Yeah,
holiday is money.
but people say, well, poor year holiday, don't they?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, that's right. So yeah, at the moment, what we know, which is very little, is that we're still in semi-lockdown. That quarantine thing is going to come in on Monday, so that anybody coming into the UK from Monday is going to have to self-isolate. Goodness knows how they get back to wherever they're self-isolating, but they're going to have to self-isolate for 14 days.
yeah,
And we don't know how long that's going to last, and we don't
no,
know whether there's going to be exceptions for different countries. Um, is that right? Is that sort of where we are? Is that
yeah.
of
That's sort of what, as much as we know them. I mean, we've been looking, we want to go on holiday as a family, but it's that self-isolation coming back. Like, it wouldn't be practical for us because my husband needs to go to work, and the thought of being 14 days and not even be able to take the dog for a walk is horrendous.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the moment, and he's not saying, Boris is not saying how long it's going to go on for, so that the unknown, I suppose. Really, he's not going to say until the numbers start coming down, until he's happy with the numbers. We can go away. The flights are there, flights are open, flights are quite cheap, but it's just that risk. It's that self-isolation of coming back. I mean, people are booking for the end of the year, Christmas time, and for
Oh,
next year. Yeah, people are booking. We've been taking bookings. I mean, last month was a really good month because a lot of suppliers are offering £25 deposit.
really?
Yeah, you can book Mauritius for £25 deposit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's yeah, and refundable deposits.
yeah.
The other thing, if you are booking anything direct online, I would say don't book a non-refundable hotel because you might not get money back if it's difficult. It's difficult, so always book something that's refundable. But yeah, people are booking for the end of the year, a couple of weddings next year because obviously people book weddings in advance. So people are wanting something to look forward to. Just being aware of things like your ABTA protection, your ATOL protection, insurance. If you are booking something, get your insurance as soon as you book something, especially if it's a holiday, a lot of money, that you've saved up for, and it's a big expense. Make sure you're insured. Take the insurance out early days as soon
Hmm.
as you book.
And it's tricky because I suspect, maybe you need to make sure that the insurance is with somebody that's reputable.
And also, not all insurance companies will cover the coronavirus.
Right.
If you that's another thing. Like, if you suddenly take insurance out now, you need to check that it's going to cover the coronavirus. I mean, we work with an insurance company that does, and that's the one that I'll be using next time, definitely. As soon as mine runs out, then I shall be using them, because you just don't know. It's just
You just
not
know.
not worth risking losing a lot of money for a holiday. It's not at all.
Too much money, isn't it?
Mm.
And I suppose there's going to be potentially quite a big move for staycations as well, maybe this summer while things are uncertain. You know, the summer's a month off.
Yeah, yeah. I think UK people may choose to stay in the UK. There's I mean, we don't do Airbnbs, but it's really popular. People like host seasons. They've got some beautiful accommodation, from lodges to chalets, really, really nice. There's the Haven, the Butlins, the Warner, so like very child orientated Haven and Butlins. There's hundreds of parks all over the UK. We do really parks like that. At the moment, I don't think they're open, but I think they are planning on opening soon and putting social distancing in measures. I mean, there's a place near me, and I know they've been putting measures in place for like the distancing and the caravans and the
Yeah.
chalets. So for the kids, then hopefully that'll be a step closer to getting away for some people. I mean, I've explored the UK, beautiful, beautiful places.
Well, you know, I go to Scotland, you know, because my family's there, but the north of Scotland's absolutely stunning. So I'm hoping that, you know, they'll come, you know, I can just get in the car
Yeah, yeah,
and drive, you know, and maybe that will be the holiday for this year. It's
yeah.
just so difficult, isn't it? Not knowing. And also, I suppose there's potential danger that, you know, the virus can go up and down.
That's it. That's it. And
And
um,
there's come up.
yeah, that's it. I mean, we what they tell us is to look on the FCO, the government website. So it's the Foreign Advice website, .gov.uk, I think it is. So if you are going somewhere, that's the most up-to-date information. So it'll tell you the countries, any restrictions that they've got. And I know they're saying that a lot of countries are open and gearing up for getting open, but it's for us, it's the coming back. That's the problem that we've got, and we're just waiting on the announcement, same as everybody else. Super, super low flight prices at the moment, but it's just if you get the flights and then you can't do the self-isolation when you come back, you've got to then go through the airline to look for a refund. And
Hmm.
it's
There's a
difficult.
thing if you've got dogs like myself and you're, you know, dogs to be looked after, and suddenly that looked after period becomes much longer.
Yeah, of course, of course,
Practical. So yeah.
difficult.
I guess that some people are now starting to book. What I would kind of be thinking about is booking maybe for, you know, for Christmas, maybe for next year, you know, starting to try and lock in some prices.
Yeah,
Take, you know, but make sure that all the precautions that you were mentioning, or maybe ask you to book, no, even our lovely Yoga Fit, you know, which I would love to go to in Ibiza.
yeah, yeah.
April, and then they have Greece in May, um, and hopefully October.
October. It's it, it's it's just the unknown. It's just the no. I don't know. I mean, they might be lucky with October. I know they're saying, such as like the countries, Greece and Turkey, sort of October time. That's sort of been bantered around a little bit. It's just, there's a lot of countries I know, like some of the Balearics and the Canary Islands have had really low numbers in comparison to the mainland. So, they would still be nice in October. Obviously, the weather's not guaranteed, but they're places that I would maybe look at going to. And then, like you say, Christmas, if people want winter fun, maybe Mexico. If they're looking for winter destinations like your ski resorts, there'll be hopefully by time, and then hopefully next year we'll get back to normal.
Such a tricky time, isn't it? But you're seeing people are still booking. I think, you know, holidays will happen.
Oh,
There'll be some return to normality.
yeah,
It's just about making sure, I think, that we're booking sensibly.
yeah, yeah. I think people, especially after this, will want a bit more of a personal touch, so they'll want to feel reassured, that everything, all the measures are in place. Um, you know, it, that they can actually talk to somebody, that they can speak to someone about it. Like I've got someone for a refund, you know, and I'm chasing the supply for the refund. But I can do that for her, direct contact with the suppliers rather than her sitting on the phone. You know, I've heard of people being on hold with 3 hours.
Yeah.
A particular holiday that I booked for a customer, their Virgin flight, they won't refund, so they've got to rebook. But it's a New York flight, but they flights are only out sort of 10, 11 months in advance, so they can't book straight. Got to wait, and it's just, you know, sorting all that, going back. And if you're doing it yourself, it is time consuming, and no one wants to sit on the phone for 2, 3 hours waiting and waiting on a call not being spoken to. So I think it's, you know, we can do the complete package for you. We can do the insurance for you. We can park your car, get that sorted for you. If you want the lounge passes, we can just make sure that we cover everything and that you have a great holiday, basically.
Oh, amazing. Well, I think that's going to make a real difference. I think this has really shown that just booking things on your own on the internet, not knowing what's behind things, it is going to be quite a risky strategy. And it's much easier to book through someone like yourself who can do those checks, who knows what to look out for. And God forbid something happens, can reach out to the suppliers much more easily than trying to go access a website or a helpline that's suddenly gone really busy.
That's it. That's it. And, you know, the people that are struggling now, people are asking me now, people who have not booked with me that maybe booked last year have sort of been asking me what, you know, my opinion, and, you know, I'll help people wherever I can, and sort of the advice that we've been given, I'll pass it on to people so that, you know, hopefully people can get sorted out, rebooked or refunds as soon as possible. Definitely.
So, Keely, if people want to contact you to book or maybe to ask questions to see what you know you can offer, what's the best way to reach you?
On here, on Instagram, I'm Keely Travel Live, so just send me a direct message. I'm on Facebook as well, Keith Davis. So yeah, you can send me a message on either, or get in touch with you to get in touch with me. I mean, if anyone's interested in what I'm doing, you know, the team is great. It's, people do this around full-time jobs, part-time jobs. We have mums on maternity, we have students. People do it as a bit sideline to earn a bit of extra income. That's how I got started, really. It's a sexy industry. People do love travel, and people, you know, love going on holiday. So it is.
You're booking anyway if you're going on holiday, right?
Sorry.
Especially if you're booking for yourselves anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, everything.
You're paying for it, right?
I'm like, oh, I want to go on that.
You think, oh, it's Italy. Oh my God, how beautiful.
And then I have to look if it's in school holidays.
And you think, oh. All right, brilliant, Keely. This has been so helpful. So I'll be posting this on our IGTV. I'll make sure that I include all your contact details so that if people want to ask questions, if they've got queries, if they're thinking about booking and not sure, maybe they can use those social media handles.
Yeah, yeah.
Direct. Or actually, if they're thinking, oh, I'm kind of interested, I wouldn't mind trying to you know, earn a bit of a commission, doing the kind of thing that Keely does. Can I have a chat to her about it? Then also they can contact you via those handles as well.
Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, lovely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's interesting. You know, I'm, you know, everybody wants to book a holiday, and everybody's wondering about summer now, aren't they?
Especially now the weather's turned.
I was wearing my big cardi. It's better today. You know, I'm back in a t-shirt. You need to be down south, Keely. You need to be down south. All right. Thanks so much. It's really lovely to chat and to see your face. Say hello to George, the dog, from these ones here.
He needs to take him out for a walk.
Oh, really? All right. I'll chat to you soon.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.